Hi, welcome to another episode of Tech Quadrangle TV. In this episode, we'll be looking at WhatsApp controversial terms and privacy policy update. Facebook recently updated WhatsApp's terms and privacy policy to force users to share their metadata like phone model, OS, battery status, signal strength, time zone, IP address, and many more. If you like to know about the rest of the metadata Facebook wants from WhatsApp users, kindly refer to the description below. This new policy is so aggressive that it does not apply to the EU since it violates GDPR law. But to the rest of the world where this is applicable, it has caused a serious backlash from not only privacy-concerned users but from most users of the app, which is currently at 2 billion. Popular figures like Elon Musk had lent his voice of protest on Twitter, tweeting "Use Signal," while Twitter CEO Jack Dorsey is all hearts for Signal. But why is Facebook taking this desperate business move that's driving WhatsApp users to competitors like Signal and Telegram in huge numbers? In fact, as at the time of producing this video, Signal has seen their downloads surged by over 2.3 million and Telegram by over 1.5 million, while WhatsApp had witnessed a 35% decline in download within this same period. This exodus of users hasn't gone unnoticed. The shockwave has caused Facebook to postpone the privacy terms implementation from February 8th to 15th of May, but this hasn't stopped the exodus. Let's now dig deeper into why all these are happening. In case you missed it, we are currently giving away iPhone 12 Pro. To win, simply subscribe to our channel, click the bell icon so you'll be notified once we drop fresh content, watch the whole video, and most importantly, make a meaningful comment. You may or may not have heard about Chinese ubiquitous app, WeChat. It's like China's WhatsApp, but more. WeChat is used daily by over 1 billion people, about 850 million of which are from China, for their messaging, payment solution, ride-hailing, doctor's appointment, shopping, gaming, and many more. In fact, it's simply unimaginable to live in China without WeChat. This type of ubiquitous status has been Facebook's dream and one that has been eluding it. Now let's break this down to see why Facebook needs to achieve this dream or become relics of history. Facebook's major source of revenue is advert sales, and to keep the ads dollar coming, Facebook needs to do 3 things. 1. Keep increasing their users. 2. Keep users on the platform for as long as possible. And 3. Extract as much information and data as possible from the users for better targeted adverts. But there is a problem here. Firstly, Facebook currently has over 2 billion users and can't keep on growing forever. At some point, it will reach a critical mass. And it has reached critical mass in most developed countries like the United States. It's only in developing countries that there is still room for growth. But the problem with developing countries is that internet is still not easily accessible, prompting Facebook to launch projects like Free Basics, a project that provides access to selected websites including Facebook.com for free in developing countries. The Free Basics project has been met with some difficulties, like in India, where it's widely criticized for being a Trojan horse. Another way to increase users is through the acquisition of competitors. Mark Zuckerberg knew that over time users will start getting bored with Facebook and quickly acquired its competitor, Instagram, in 2012 for $1 billion, and shortly after in 2014 acquired WhatsApp for $19 billion.
Facebook has bought the mobile messaging service WhatsApp for $19 billion in cash and stock.
In hindsight, those 2 acquisitions have proven to be one of the best business decisions of all time, together with the acquisition of Android and YouTube by Google. When it comes to the problem of keeping users on the platform for as long as possible, Facebook is in a fix here. We all know that it's human nature to start getting bored with a particular space or object over time, and Facebook is no different. According to Smart Insights, teenagers have been leaving Facebook in droves since 2016 and moving over to Instagram and lately to TikTok. In a drive to keep its users longer on the platform, attract new ones, and open up another advert area, Facebook has been advertising its group feature on major cable TV networks in the US. And finally, the third problem that needs to be solved to keep the ad dollars rolling in is that of extracting as much information as possible from its users across all her platforms. This is exactly what has caused the recent outcry and exodus from WhatsApp. In case you still don't get it, Facebook needs to supply its advertising customers with as much granular information of its users as possible for better targeted adverts. The more information Facebook can collect, the better for these companies advertising on Facebook, and the more money Facebook makes. With the pressure from regulatory bodies and Facebook's bad reputation with users' data management, there is no room anymore to extract users' data covertly. So the only alternative left is through amendment of terms and privacy policy to force users to hand over their data. Facebook's main revenue-generating machine, advert sales, is seriously under attack. First from Apple, which recently updated its iOS 14 App Store privacy, making it mandatory for iPhone users to explicitly grant apps like Facebook access to their private data. And secondly from regulatory bodies and consumers that are all for data privacy. You might be asking, so how do these affect Facebook advert sales? The game here is that Facebook's algorithmic machine needs an enormous amount of data. The more data, the better. You can see Facebook's advert sales machinery like a car, and data like the gas fueling it. Without gas, the car won't work. Faced with this data crisis, Facebook wants to pivot the company away from generating most of her revenues from advert sales. And this is where WhatsApp comes in. Facebook knows pretty well that for it to become a super app like WeChat and depend less on ad sales and more on fees and commissions, it needs WhatsApp. It is through WhatsApp that Facebook can become to the whole world what WeChat is to China, enabling users to make payment and send money via the app, book cinema tickets, order food delivery, order ride-hailing services, play games, and even book doctor's appointments, all from WhatsApp. However, before all these can happen, Facebook's first round of fight is to lay her hands on the data gold mine of WhatsApp users. She can either do this covertly or explicitly ask for it. Facebook chose the latter, and so far she is not winning in this first round of the fight. As earlier said, Facebook's acquisition of WhatsApp in 2014 was part of her grand plan to become a super app at some stage, just like WeChat. WhatsApp was founded by two former Yahoo employees, Brian Acton and Yang Koum. Since Facebook's acquisition, Brian has been the most vocal critic of Facebook's voracious push to monetize WhatsApp by all means. In an interesting twist of fate, Facebook, which rejected Brian's job application in 2009, would later have Facebook's WhatsApp monetization plans rejected by Brian in 2017. Brian's push against WhatsApp monetization would later cost him $850 million as he left a year before his final tranche of stock grants vested. At the time he said, "It was like, okay, well, you want to do these things I don't want to do, it's better if I get out of your way." And I did. This is perhaps the most expensive moral stand in history. You may not have taken notice, but back in 2019, WhatsApp policy stated that privacy was in their DNA. Fast forward to 2021, this part of the policy had been secretly removed. The challenges of becoming a super app and becoming less dependent on advert money are not all about privacy wars and user data. For starters, let's take a quick look into how WeChat managed to achieve its ubiquitous status in China. Founded in 2011 by Alan Zhang, WeChat meteoric rise started in 2015 with the introduction of WeChat Red Packets feature. WeChat Red Packets originates from one of Tencent's company custom and broader Cantonese tradition that every manager in the company gives each employee a red envelope with a small cash gift on the first workday after the Chinese New Year holiday. As the company expanded, it became exhausting for some managers to give out so many red packets, so they asked for a technical solution to solve the issue. They had no idea that the result would become the prototype of WeChat Red Packet. The first version was quickly developed and deployed within 3 weeks in 2014. And by 2015, during the next Chinese New Year celebration, over 1 billion WeChat Red Packets were sent. The success gave rise to WeChat Payment Network. The payment network was boosted even further by a partnership with Didi, China's version of Uber, to facilitate in-app payment for WeChat customers' Didi rides. This partnership opened up a broader universe of payment partners who now work with WeChat to enable in-app payments for everything from cell phone bills to utility fees. We need to reckon that WeChat's unprecedented success story won't be complete without mentioning Chinese government protection that shielded it from fierce foreign competitors when it was newly founded. On the other hand, Facebook is not enjoying this special government protection privilege. Instead, government regulatory bodies are forever on Facebook's neck, scrutinizing how she manages users' data. It's an open secret that Facebook's foray into cryptocurrency with the Libra project was a way they wanted to start offering payment solutions using WhatsApp as the gateway app. Unfortunately, the Libra project hasn't seen much success with partners like PayPal leaving the project. Without Facebook breaking the jinx of monetizing and repositioning WhatsApp as a messaging as well as a payment app, it will continue to rely on advert for the majority of its revenue. And looking at Facebook's current market capitalization of $716 billion, its single value proposition of social connectivity, in my humble opinion, is very weak for a company of such size. If there is any lesson to be learned from the demise of MySpace, it's that no matter the network effect that a social network enjoys, it can vanish overnight as users can migrate to a new social platform very quickly. The experts at Facebook know this quite well, hence the race to monetize WhatsApp and expand Facebook's offerings even if it's at the disapproval of its billions of users. The clock is ticking and we are watching. What do you think of the new WhatsApp policy? Will it make you delete the app and switch over to Signal or Telegram? And if you're switching, what's informing your choice of either Signal or Telegram? Do let me know in the comments below. And that's all we have for this episode. If you enjoy this video, kindly give it a thumbs up and subscribe so you won't miss subsequent information in this unfolding WhatsApp privacy war. As always, whatever you're up to in the next hour ahead, do it with passion or not at all. Thanks for watching and stay tuned for the next one.